day in and day out. Can you imagine how crazy I am? You know, I've been thinking about seeing a therapist, but I mean, why the fuck would I do that? I can come here for $10, 2 drinks, I can get out all my problems to you crazy people. Strange people who have no idea who the hell I am. You have no idea if what the hell I'm saying is actually true. I can come up here and be like, I banged a Vietnamese amputated hooker last night. No reaction. I can go tell that to a therapist, but I mean, if I'm going to go see a shrink, I want to have the story that wins him the one-upmanship contest that they have at their parties. I mean, I really want to be fucked up to the point where the therapist goes, my patient here, and everyone else just drops their jaw and says, how the hell do you not throw up during his sessions? But I mean, what's the worst thing that I've done? Oh, I passed out at my friend's house and they drew penises on me. And I'm sure most of the men here have been at that point. So, since I'm not that crazy, I can go talk to my parents. That's a whole other issue. Tell that to my dad, he goes, well, son, in my day, we didn't need to get a Vietnamese amputated hooker. But whatever you want, I'm fine with that. Go tell that to my mom. She says, well, son, if you lost a little weight, you wouldn't need to get a hooker. You can get an amputated Vietnamese woman all by yourself. And I know I'm fat. I know it. I mean, when it gets over 80, I start basting. That is a rule for those people who aren't quite sure. Turn up the heater to 80 degrees and see how long it takes you to cook in your own oils. But the one thing about being fat that really pisses me off is whenever I enter the elevator and you see that one person start doing that people to elevator math, wondering if we're going to crash. He looks at me and goes, well, that's a big bitch. Well, let's see, we got 2 kids in the corner. They only count as 1 person. We got that fat woman to the side. She counts as 3. Well, luckily, we got the bodybuilder in the middle. Wait a second. Muscle weight's more than fat, doesn't it? Shit, he's worth 4 people. We're at 1,600 pounds here. Oh my God, my car weighs more than that. My car couldn't fit in here. Just when he's about to freak out and throw me out of the elevator, realizes we're already on my floor and I get out. But hey, I've done a good deed today. I've given a guy a story that he'll be able to tell the rest of his coworkers. I almost died in an elevator. Too many fat people. They were everywhere. And then another issue with being fat is I'm afraid of little kids. Especially the ones that are like knee height. Because they don't really look at where they're going. And being top heavy, as some women hopefully can agree with, you really don't have the best sense of balance. So I'm just waiting for some kid to clip me in the back of the knee, and I fall on it. Because there's lots of stuff in this world I can fight, but gravity isn't one of them. So I fall on the kid. Since he's a little kid, his bones break, puncture the skin, stab me in the kidney. Meanwhile, everyone is like, oh my God, the little kid's hurt. And I know just enough about first aid to realize my blood shouldn't be that color. So they call ambulances, who of course trot all over me and stomp on me all to get to this little kid. Who's really fine because they don't feel anything once they're distracted. Ambulance takes him away. 20 minutes later, they realize I'm still there. Send me to the hospital. How does the day end? Kid gets a cool scar, 3 weeks out of school, and a cookie. What do I get? I get fired, $300,000 medical bill, and an orange jumpsuit for child endangerment. All because some little bastard couldn't look at where he was going. Other thing that freaks me out is death. Now, standing up here is supposed to be the scariest thing in the country. More people are afraid of standing in front of strangers and family and friends than they are of dying. That doesn't quite really jive with me because I'm poor. As you can really tell by my clothes, I mean, I got stains, sweat staining on my back. Shut up, Brandon. And whenever you see a person buried, they always look really good. They have a nice suit. I don't own a suit. I'm a fat man. I wear polo shirts. You don't have to tuck anything in. You can hide it all. A nice collar, free-flowing shirt. Everyone thinks you look fine. But so you see dead people, they're always buried in nice suits, which means 1 of 2 options for me. Either I have to borrow a suit, which turns me into the world's biggest jackass even after I die. Whenever you borrow borrow something from somebody, you expect to get equal, if not better, in return. What are they going to do? Dig me out to get the suit back? I'm pretty sure that degrades the market value. So the other option is somebody has to buy me a suit, which means charity. And I think I live a pretty even life. For every time I'm an asshole, I try and be a nice guy. And I don't want to get up to St. Peter, have him looking over the list and going, well, you know, Dylan, it was close, but you owe Frank for the suit. You had a -2. See ya. Or not. So besides my family and friends, how many of y'all have been to Boulder Creek? One person, fantastic. For those of you who don't know, it is a mecca. It is a mecca of hippies and rednecks combined. Most of you would probably agree that those two shouldn't really exist in the same place. But they do. On the, New Year's Eve, you can hear the shotguns going off and smell all the reefer coming down from the mountains. Every so often, they do like a 3-ton drug bust of marijuana, and a couple cops are killed because they all have shotguns. And you see really cool stuff, like you see the shotgun that's been turned into a hookah. That's for special occasions. Or you see the deer head mounted on the wall, right above the Buddha shrine. Now, Boulder Creek raises an interesting group of people. Now, I say this because I grew up with these people. I try to ignore the fact, but I stopped answering their calls, and they're still following me here to this comedy show.
Hey, what's up, Dylan?
So, being in Boulder Creek, where it's half an hour to the nearest, Wendy's, which closes at 10, so you can imagine how the evenings are. A bunch of my friends, and I was not a part of this because I'm pretty sure I'm the guy who would go, hey, that's fun. Let's do something that's not illegal, just because, cops are assholes and they've been hunting us. They find a car parked along the side of the road. I know what y'all are thinking. If there's a car parked along the side of the road, let's push it off a cliff. At 3 in the morning, 20 minutes into the mountains, where no one can find us. So they do that. They have a car about a quarter the size of the stage. They have an area about the size of the stage. And a tree right here. Now, as some of you can tell who are spatial, car can fit to the left, car can fit to the right, no issue. My redneck hippie friends find a way to stick the car on the tree to the point where it can't move anymore. A tree this thick stopped the beater-ass car they were pushing. So what was first a 10-minute great idea now becomes a half-an-hour MacGyver session. They spend the next 40 minutes trying to find a rope, tying it to another car, pulling the tree to the side, realizing it doesn't work, getting a guy in the car and pushing him just to the point of the cliff where he might go over, and then he leaps out, and of course the car stops, so they'll have to get up and push it again. So they succeed, because, well, if you fail once, you can fail 30 more times before you win. They succeed and they push the car off the cliff. So they're driving back to town, 5 minutes away from the cars, and a cop pulls them over and says, "Did you guys push a car off a cliff this evening?" And the driver, like the great person he is, goes, "Sure. It's back there." And the cop says, "All right, you wait here." And goes, and they wait. Because, it's nighttime, and of course, the cop can't see the plates, and has no idea the make and model of the car, but they wait. The cop comes back 15 minutes later and goes, "I can't find the car. Where is it?" And they go, "Oh, it's right over here, officer. See, you can see where it hit that tree and that rock. Boy, it sure fell down pretty far, huh, officer?" And he looks at the group and goes, "Hey, wait a minute, I know one of you. I work for your father, don't I?" Just goes to show you, even sheriff's kids can be stupid redneck hillbillies. That's my time. Thank you very much.